And let's take a look at your Caribbean report for tonight.
We begin with the UN and their reflections of the death of Osama bin Laden. The death of Osama bin Laden, the mastermind behind some of the world's most notorious terrorist attacks, represents a watershed moment in the fight against the scourge of terrorism, United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon said on Monday. United States President Barack Obama announced Sunday that bin Laden, the founder and head of al-Qaeda, was killed by U.S. forces at a compound in the Pakistani town of Abbottabad, which was located close to the capital. Meanwhile, the Secretary General of the Organization of American States, Jose Miguel Gonzalez, congratulated the U.S. President and the government and the people of the country for the important blow dealt against the criminal organization behind the world's most terrorist attacks in history of the Americas, referring to 9/11. The successful operation of May 1, which culminated with the death of the head of al-Qaeda, constitutes a fundamental step in the global fight against international terrorism. And Jamaica's Deputy Chief Minister, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Kenneth Braw, called the death of the leader of the terrorist organization network a triumph not only for the United States, but for people everywhere who cherish peace, freedom, and democracy. The government of Jamaica said it is satisfied with the justice that has indeed been served by the execution of Osama bin Laden and the U.S. Special Forces, and the commitment of the United States government and military for their resolve and tenacity in the fight against international terrorism. And in the Turks and Caicos Islands, now almost 2 years since direct rule was imposed by the British government, the interim government is planning action. After careful consideration, it was decided that positions falling outside of the budget allocation should be removed from the services of the persons holding such positions to end effective May 31st, 2011. In an unusually worded press release dated April 28, the interim government of the Turks and Caicos Islands has highlighted a significant number of what it calls public service employees who were added to the previous international government without going through the normal procedures. It appears as though that process was abused by the previous Progressive National Party government, which added hundreds of residents to the public service payroll for reasons yet to be explained. Governor Gordon Witherall had previously announced that the public service payroll was running $78 million per year, which is about 65% of the government's total revenue. And finally, in the press-related statement, the employees being laid off will receive 6 weeks' notice. However, it is not clear whether the 6 weeks period begins after each employee receives his notice or collectively after the 31st of May, 2011. And finally, in Road Town Tortola, a call has been made for senior citizens to leave good footprints for their younger generations to follow and help them become better citizens of the British Virgin Islands. Speaking yesterday at the official opening of the Senior Citizens Month held at the East End Long Look Community Center, guest speaker Ms. Sylvia Raymer urged that many seniors present at the event pass on the mantle of love and forgiveness to today's generation. Mrs. Raymer, a pastor of the Church of God Holiness of Virgin Gorda, said there is much more hatred today among young people than there is love, which is a culture that will lead them to destroy each other. Senior Citizens Month is held under the theme Generations Serving Generations, 2011, the year of the engaged older adult.
This Caribbean report is brought to you by Emerald K Tires, keeping you rolling right.
And that's your Caribbean report this evening. And there's an update here on Charlita Schuster's Music in Motion Dance Company.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Charlita Schuster. I'm the founder and artistic director of Music in Motion, School of Higher Dance Education. Once again, here we are in the spring, getting ready for the Children's Spring Festival concert. And this year we're going to be having at the St. Croix Educational Complex auditorium, and we're going to be putting on 2 wonderful, beautiful shows for you. On May 21st, Saturday evening at 8 o'clock, and on May 22nd, a 4 o'clock matinee. And we're hoping that everyone comes out and celebrates with us this year. You'll also be introduced to the Music in Motion International Dance Company of the Virgin Islands. It's a new company that I developed, wonderful, beautiful dancers. This company will be performing not only in St. Croix, but we'll be going to Europe this year, to Denmark. It is our first time going, and it's our first time being sponsored by the Danish to travel to Europe. So this time we didn't have to do any fundraising as far as the airplane tickets were concerned, or hotel and meals. But we are doing some initial fundraising, which I'm going to talk to you about that in just a moment. You can purchase your tickets here at Music in Motion or in Sunny Isle Shopping Center at the Medicine Shop. In Frederickstead, you can go to Alliance Clothing, and in Christiansted, you can go to Mitchell Lawson Studios. And once again, I'll tell you the ticket prices are $25, $15, and $10. Music in Motion. We are fundraising for additional funds to help with the cost of going to Denmark. Even though the plane tickets and the hotel and the food expense is being paid for by the city of Denmark, we also have beautiful costuming that we're trying to design so that we have the traditional costumes as much as we possibly can to present to the Danish.
Good luck to Charlita Schuster's new company. We're looking forward to some great work from them. And radio personality DJ Slick has a new show that will be airing right here on Channel 8. News Channel 8's Wes Small had a flashback in his old stomping grounds at JKC Communications with DJ Slick.
And the Taurus O'Reilly information. What have you got for us, Slick?
Well, listen, we had a chance to do the live remote broadcast for I-95 JKC with Sigger Promotions. And I said, well, hey, let me walk with a camera because we did this before with Beres Hammond the last time he was here. I brought the camera along, brought everybody along the ride. It was beautiful. We got a very, very big response on YouTube, on the internet, Facebook, Twitter. So, you know, I sent it over to Channel 8, to you guys.
And we got that going on.
Yeah, and actually that's going to air very, very soon. So y'all look out for that. And, you know, we're working on a TV show. Working on production.
Make sure that we promote that with Jerome then, and make sure we keep you informed on that.
Oh yeah, definitely. So Taurus Riley, the show that was in Frederickstead at Frederickstead Dock, yeah, that was beautiful. Very big show, very nice. 3,000 people, no violence, no issues. These are the things we need to promote. Big shouts out to Sigler Promotions, Taurus Riley, everybody that was involved, like Modern Nile, Everton Blender, Junior P, a lot of artists. A lot of prominent artists right here that was doing a lot of things at the show. The show is beautiful, and you will get to see it only on Channel 8. Channel 8 is going to be the first TV channel to broadcast it, all right? So you got it here first. You heard it here first. You will see it here first. My boy Wes the best. Crunk Master DJ Slick. We at I-95. We about to have some fun in here. Wes in the building.
All right. Don't get me started. I might take the mic from you, man. All right. So that is good news, and we keep you posted with the Taurus Riley information on that. I'm Wes Small once again in JKC Communication for News Channel 8.
Thanks, DJ Slick. We're looking forward to his new show right here on Channel 8. And when we come back from this break, we'll take a look at your Sports 411. Stay with us. And tonight in your Sports 411, Stephen Koo Francis has the latest on track and field.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. Well, the St. Croix Track Club, the Mustang, attended the second youth qualifier in Dorado, Puerto Rico on Saturday, April 30th, this past weekend. Well, folks, the event was hosted by the AAJI Association. Well, Team Mustang took a contingency of 6 athletes and won 4 medals. They competed in sprint, middle distance, and jumping events. The event had over 200 competitors. Well, the medal winners were Yulika Acevedo, first in the high jump, Malika Smith, first in 600 meters, and Malik Smith, first in high jump, and Anika Benders, second in high jump. Other athletes competing were Stephanie Matthew and Rodney Griffin. So congratulations to all the winners and the Mustang Track Club. That's a look at Sports 411 update. I'm Stephen Koo Francis for News Channel 8. Back to you, Jerome.